What's up, guys? This is Invest with a Purpose, and welcome to Sector Sunday, where I want to start, and I posted one of these in the past, which we're going to talk about in a minute, but I posted one of these in the past, and it's performed pretty well over a long period of time, and it's something that I wanted to stay consistent with before, that I just didn't, and I kind of dropped the ball because I was trying to get myself together and everything, but now we're back, ready, more than ever, have a whole studio and everything, so I'm ready to get pumping on these videos. So today's Sector Sunday is going to be on movie theater, the movie theater sector, where we're going to break down the 3 best stocks in the movie sector. Real quick, I just want to remind you guys that only like 10% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you wouldn't mind taking a quick second to please smash that subscribe button and hit the like while you're down there, and even drop a comment, I would really appreciate it. Before we get into this week's Sector Sunday, I want to recap our last Sector Sunday, which was on hotel stocks. And I gotta say, I was pretty accurate with my predictions, or, you know, whatever you want to call those. I was pretty accurate, and I'm going to show you guys right now. So starting out with number 3, Marriott, I called it out when it was at $129 and saying that and predicting that it would be at around $151 within a couple months or so, and for a 20% profit. And this turned out to do even better than what I imagined it would. Marriott stock currently sits at $148 after a pullback from last month, hitting highs of $156, around $157. And so if you would have held on to that play, you would have made over 20%, which is more than what I predicted. Moving on to number 2 on that list, I called out Hyatt at $74.23 or 33 cents, I'm sorry, and I said that it would ride up to around $95 per share, which would be a growth of 30% on Hyatt over the span of a couple months. And since then, Hyatt is currently at $85, not quite $95 like I said, but just a few weeks ago, last month, we saw it hit highs of around $89, so about $5 short of what I said, but within a couple percent of what I projected, and it hit about 25% profit, 26% profit, which is still pretty good and pretty close. I'm sorry I wasn't perfect. I'll try to be better with my predictions next time. And last but not least, we have Wynn Resorts that I called out, and it was sitting around $109 per share, and I imagined and I predicted that it would hit around $150 per share, which it did not quite hit currently right now. If you would have bought at 109, like how I said, you'd still be in profit because it's up to about 130 at the time of this recording, and even last month it pushed up as high as 140, so it's about $10 shy. Just barely under 40% profit. I said 45, still pretty close, still pretty accurate, and I'm not mad with what I said. As you can see, I was pretty accurate with all my predictions that I posted in my last video with the top 3 sectors, or top 3 stocks in the sector. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of credibility with me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video about the next 3 stocks that I'm going to be talking about in the movie theater sector. Let's get right into it. Before we get right into that part where we're talking about each individual stock that I think is going to go up, I want to give you my opinion on the movie theater sector as a whole and where it's going here in the near future. As you can see recently with Godzilla vs. Kong, there was a lot of money made, and a lot of people went to the movie theaters, even though the pandemic is not quite over and they're just now starting to reopen. Like I said in my AMC video about AMC, it still has gone up and is still pushed up, not just because of the short squeeze, but also because they have been reopening. So with it reopening, it has given them a lot of attention because people miss the movie theaters. Movie theaters are never going to go away. I know people used to think that, and people have said that because of Netflix and different things that have come out like Hulu, Disney Plus, and all that. But at the end of the day, there's nothing like going to the movie theater for a date or with family or just spending time with some friends and, you know, sitting back watching a movie and paying overpriced concessions for popcorn and food and, you know, $10 bottle of water. I'm not going to get upset. I got kind of emotional in my AMC video. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and click on that. I'm going to leave a little thing somewhere up here for you to click on if you want to. But I'm not going to get into that because it really does make me upset when I talk about their overpriced concessions. Anyhow, the future of the movie theaters, I think, is really big. I think that the future is going to be really great for them because, you know, everyone loves them and they can't wait to go back, which was proven with Kong and Godzilla and all the money that was made that weekend. I don't have a particular order in which I want to list these because they're all pretty good plays and all just a way to diversify and get into the market, assuming that one of the companies don't perform that well. But anyhow, let's start with AMC. AMC has had a lot of attention on it lately, and so we're going to start with that one first. AMC right now is sitting around $9, a little over $9 right now, $9 per share, which I think is an okay place to enter if you have the fear of missing out and you got FOMO right now. You know, you can buy in now or you can wait. I think it'll pull back some more, back down to around the $8 region. So if I were you, I would be fractioning my way in. So if you want to put in some at 9, some at 8, some at 7, save some money, because if it dips down to 4 or 5 like how it has before, really load up on it then. I don't think it'll go back down that far. I think right now $8, $9, $7 range at the lowest is where you can get in. So I would say around $9 to $7 you should be trying to average your way in and get in on that stock and ride it all the way up to 20. 20 is what it went up to recently off the spike from the short squeeze, and it reached a resistance level of 20. I think that 20 to 25 is about where this stock should sit and where it'll go back to. It sat there for a long time over a couple years ago, around 2018, 2019, 2017. It was up in the 20s and 30s. I really see it going back to there. Movies had died down off more and more because of Disney Plus and Hulu and all those things coming up. So since those came up, those ones came down. But I think movie theaters will go back up to where they were 2017, 18, 19, something like that. So buy in at 9, 8, 7, ride it up to $20, $25 per share. Next on the list we have Cinemark, where I want to enter this one in the low 20s, you know, high teens, you know what I'm saying? So if we get somewhere in the 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, anywhere in that range would be a great price to get in on this at. From my analysis, I see this stock going back up to how it was a couple years back, being around $45. So $45, I think it'll go back to that range. With this boost, we've seen all of the movie theater stocks go up from that last weekend because it pulled off crazy numbers, like I said. And so I think it'll be a great opportunity for us to kind of get a sneak peek of what it's like. And that's just Kong versus Godzilla. I know it's popular, but it's no Fast and Furious or anything. So once some Fast and Furious drop or some Disney movies drop and we start seeing some, you know, primetime movies come out, trust me, we're going to see some crazy numbers in the theater sector. And the whole market is starting to pay more attention to earnings reports and revenue and how much is coming in. So I think it's very important that we start to key in on that and catch on to where the market is going. You can see that the blue chip stocks, all those have been going up lately, and the Teslas and the Neos and all those companies that are more growth and looking towards the future have come down because they're not putting out the numbers. And that's where the market cares right now. Right now, the market cares about money. Where is a lot of money going to be made? In the theaters, because people want to see these nice movies, and there's nothing like going to the movies. And the last one on the list is Cineplex. And with Cineplex, I see probably the most potential in this one. The other ones were more like, you know, doubling your money, which is still really good. But this one you could potentially triple. I see this one as you can buy it at around 10 or just under 10. I think that would be awesome. Anywhere in that 10 range would be great. And ride it up all the way back up to 30. I really see all of these stocks. I think you should diversify within them, all three of them. But yeah, they have a lot of growth, 2 to 3x your money. And yeah, I definitely see this sector growing because of the amount of money that's going to be made in the movie theaters, especially with the vaccine and everything. People are becoming more comfortable. Not saying that I am. I'm still kind of scared, but yeah, with the vaccine and everything, people are starting to go to the movies, and the money was there. You can see from the stats that people are really going to the movie theaters and having a great time and spending so much money on overpriced concessions. And that was 3, but I wanted to kind of give an honorable mention being Imax. And I think Imax, I think Imax is pretty good. I think that one's a good one too. And I'm trying to keep it at 3, but I saw Imax. I didn't really want to leave it out because I think they're great too. So if you can diversify within AMC, Cineplex, Cinemark, and Imax, I think you'll be safe and you'll catch the waves for sure when it comes to the movie theaters. So as we do every time on Sector Sundays, I'm going to recap all the different plays that I just talked about right here. And first, like I said, we started with AMC, so let's go with AMC. If you buy into AMC at around, $9, $8, $7 or so, and ride it up to $20, $25 even, you're looking at a solid 120% potential profit, which is pretty dang good if I do say myself. Next on the list was Cinemark, and Cinemark, I see that one if you buy in around 20 on average, between low 20s, high teens, around 20 on average, and hold it on to $45 per share, you'll be looking at 110% profit, which is pretty sweet, just like AMC. And the one that could rebound even the most is Cineplex, and Cineplex has a potential profit of 200%. If you were to buy in right now at around $10 or so and ride it all the way up to $30 per share, you're looking at 200%. That's just, it would be very nice. It would be very nice. And last but not least, our honorable mention being Imax, buying in right now at around $20 or so and riding it up to around 35, 40, which is the range that it was before. And we could see that, at least as a 60, 70% profit, which is nice. I know the other ones were over 100% and all that, but at the end of the day, Imax has been consistent and has rebounded the quickest. So, that might be the most consistent play. Maybe not the most intriguing when it comes to percentage-wise, but as far as analysis and just how well it's done and how well it's held up throughout the pandemic and rebounded, it's looking real good. Looking real good. And as I mentioned before, this is all based off of my opinion of the movie theaters going all the way back up and even better than how it was pre-pandemic, way better than what it was, because I think people took them for granted. I think people talked down on the movie theaters as far as an investment, and they just didn't think that it would do that well. But I think people miss and realize how much they miss and took movie theaters for granted. So I think movie theaters will do better than they have ever done, and I see a very bright future when it comes to movie theaters. Real quick, I just want to remind you guys that only like 10% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you wouldn't mind taking a quick second to please smash that subscribe button and hit the like while you're down there, and even drop a comment, I would really appreciate it. Anyways, that's my prediction for the top 3 stocks when it comes to movie theater stocks and where they're gonna go in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please press the like button, smash that subscribe button, and for the YouTube algorithm, it would be really great if you left a comment as well. Like, dislike, whatever, comment. It would be awesome if you guys gave me some engagement. It would really help me out grow. And anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to invest every second of every day with a purpose. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.